Sup, sexies? You'll notice I'm in a different environment from my normal benchmark videos. I'm not in LA. I'm still in the Outer Banks, but I very much miss LA actually, and I haven't been back in almost a month now. I definitely miss my gym. There's parts of LA I miss. I do love being here, don't get me wrong, and the weather's phenomenal, but I do kind of miss parts of LA. So if you saw my last monthly benchmark for last month of June, the vibes were low. And that was just because simply I really had it in my head that we were going to have our low key clothing drop available and ready for the summer. And we had so many different delays on different products. So we didn't get to launch when I was saying that we were going to. And I thought that was kind of frustrating. I mean, this is our first time doing a clothing brand. So, like, we're learning everything as we go. But I mean, yeah, it just sucked because it was like, I felt like I was hyping up like the summer drop and we want to have all of our clothes ready. And then we got our samples and they just did not turn out how we thought they would. And we're not going to just sell clothes that we don't like just to meet a deadline. So we're just making sure everything is perfect before we actually list and sell the item. So that's why it's taking so long. I do have some good news. Literally today, Kevin just sent me a photo. Our manufacturer finished our t-shirts. So basically, we ordered a bulk of all of our t-shirts. So it's going to be charcoal gray. That was another complication. They didn't have the exact charcoal color that we wanted for our short sleeve tee, but we were able to figure something out. So they were able to get the exact color that we wanted. They were saying that they were out of the color, but what they did instead is they ordered the exact silhouette that we wanted in a different color, and then they dyed the material the specific charcoal gray that we wanted. So happy that got figured out. So Kevin just sent me a photo of what our manufacturer sent, and I can actually, I'll put it up here so you can see. But basically, so we're doing two different colorways for the short sleeve tee. So it's going to be the charcoal gray and the cream color. The cream looks phenomenal. I'm really excited. And the material on this is great. It's super heavy. It's like designer material. So I'm so excited to get those. And then we also got the long sleeve black waffle tee, which that may be my favorite article of clothing this entire drop. So yeah, I'm so excited that like we finally got the shirts. Now the next step is we need to find a screen printer. So we're gonna find a screen printer for these shirts, and then we're good because we already love the way that they fit. So it's basically now just getting the shirts, screen printing, and then we're good to go with the shirts. So that's almost done. Next is the hats. Somehow the hats, when we switched manufacturers, came out just horrible, and so we had to revert back. And so we went back to the original manufacturer. We have the new sample of the hats that just shipped yesterday, so they should be coming to LA in the next couple days. Cav and I are going to review those hats and praying that these hats come out how we want them so we can get started on those. I feel like it's so frustrating too because I'll be wearing the hat or we'll be wearing the hats in LA and people are like, yo, what's that brand? Like, where can I get a hat? And it's like, I wish we had them available, but they're just not available yet. So yeah, I'm super excited to have the hats ready because there's a lot of different directions we can go with the hats, not just the same color that we've been doing, but like I have 4 different designs that we want to test. So, and then this leads me to our shorts. So the low key shorts are taking the longest out of everything. And the reason why is because so we've already sold through 500 pairs of the original low key shorts. And we noticed that people who are buying the shorts, even though we would put a card in the box saying remove keys before you throw them in the wash, a lot of people would forget. And the problem is that when you throw the keys into the wash, they get stuck sometimes and they get bent. And then people ask for replacements, which we have replaced if we need to, but these keys are expensive. They're not cheap to make. So what we wanted to do is just completely redesign the way that the keys come on and off our shorts. The way that they're currently made is that the mechanism is they're screw in, screw out, but it's not 1 or 2 screws. It's like 10 screws. So it's like, and I get it. If you're washing your shorts, the last thing you want to do is like, screw 20 times before you throw them in the wash. Like, I could totally understand why people would like forget. And so So we thought, all right, let's make it easier for people to remove the keys. So we've been doing like a bunch of back and forth with our manufacturer, trying to switch like how the keys go on and off the shorts. And we think that this is going to eliminate that issue. It's going to be a lot easier for people to take on and off the keys. And that's what's taking so long. That's why we haven't been able to drop this summer. That's why it's getting pushed back till like likely September we'll have everything, is because it's a lot more difficult than you'd think to connect jewelry to shorts or clothing in general. And like we think we have it, but it's just taking the manufacturer more time than we had thought. So our thought process was, instead of like releasing the hats or the shirts first, like we're going to wait till we have everything all at once and then do one big drop. So that's kind of the strategy that we're going with low key so far. So, yeah. So for anyone that, has heard me, I feel like I sound like a broken record at this time saying summer drop, but I promise, like, we are coming, like the shorts are on, like everything's on the way. But yeah, that's really all I can say about low key for now. As for Dillster, so I feel like I've been pretty good with my uploads this past month. I'm pretty happy with this month of July. I've been trying to stick to one short form content a day and then one long form every single Sunday. I've done that so far this month. I'm happy with the content that I posted this month of July. I see the channel slowly growing, which is sick to see. So yeah, if you're subscribed and you like these videos, thank you. So hopefully by this time next week, there will be a New York City vlog uploaded on this channel. I'm pre-recording this before I go to New York, and by the time that this is uploaded, I will be in New York City. I'm visiting some friends, visiting high school friends, and yeah, I'm gonna be there so I'll be there for 5 days, and then I fly from New York back to LA, and I'll finally be home for a while. My boy Jesse, who runs Tell Somebody, he's throwing some insane afters at Splash House weekend 1. He needs some help setting up for that, so I'm gonna go with him to Palm Springs the weekend after New York. Then I'm going to be going back to Palm Springs for weekend 2 Splash House, because I was already planning on going to Splash House weekend 2, and then Jesse just told me he needed help for setting up for weekend 1. So I'll be at Splash both weekends in Palm Springs. So yeah, the summer's not over yet. It's yeah, I mean, Outer Banks has been relaxing and chill, and then I feel like now it's just going to start ramping up, and I don't know. I'm not complaining though. Like, oh, and then lastly, I have a huge announcement on my living situation, but I'll talk about that in another video. I did want to say, for anyone who made it this far, who's watching the monthly benchmark videos, thank you. I feel like the people who watch these videos, it's cool to see that like you're checking in to see how things are going, just like with my life updates. And yeah, I really appreciate it. I mean, like, I started these videos like 7 months ago, and I think these videos are great for me to actually just look back on and see what sort of progress I made month over month. I got this idea from my corporate job that I used to work at. We would do monthly benchmarks for our sales each month. And I feel like this just kind of keeps me accountable. And even at the end of each month, it makes me kind of just like look back and like if I was happy with how things went that month, or like if there's something that needs to change. So yeah, these are really good for me. And this also, something I've really been thinking about doing this month is I want to start a podcast. I've been wanting to start a podcast for a while. Like, this is kind of similar to podcasts already as is, but I feel like there's a lot of stuff I can yap about, and like I actually just like talking. So I don't know if you think I should start a podcast, just comment podcast. All right. Anyways, that's enough yapping. It is 6 o'clock here. I'm gonna go work out outside. So thanks for watching the video, and let's have a great August. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace.